Hi everyone, it's Jess, aka Colouring Bumblebee, and I'm back today with another video for you. Today I'm going to be returning to one of my favourite videos I do on this channel, and that is the Randomiser wheel picks my colouring books for April 2025. I haven't done this for the past couple of months just because I wasn't in the colouring mood the past couple of months, and March I was doing as a catch-up month with lots of buddy colours that I hadn't coloured yet, so I thought I would skip it for last month, and now I'm ready to select a new randomised list of, I think I'm going to do 12 books today, and it's going to be slightly different for this video because I would like to focus on my untouched books. So this one here is a wheel of all of my untouched books in my collection, and this one at the top is some of my newer untouched books. So those are from the past around 6 months of me getting them, and I'd really like to get into a lot of these new ones that I've got recently. So many amazing books have been released recently and I just haven't had the time to get to them, so I thought I would start by spinning this wheel. I think I will do maybe 5 spins of this, 5 spins of the untouched books just in general, and then at least 2 spins for the whole collection. I'll see how it goes. If I'm happy with the sort of list I've got, or if I want to continue with my untouched books, I'll do that. But I'm going to spin this wheel for my new untouched books. Let's see what comes up first. Ooh, it is Bear Country, so this is one you wouldn't have seen yet. It is a colouring book from Amazon Japan, and I will grab it now for you. So this is the Bear Country colouring book. It's quite a tall colouring book compared to others in my collection, and this is illustrated by Chip, I believe. At least that's what I gathered from the front cover. And this is one of those books that has coloured preview images for you, but the difference with this one is that it's not on the left hand side of the page, it's at the front of the book. So there's all these different thumbnails of all the coloured pages to give you inspiration, and I kind of like this because sometimes I get stuck in wanting to perfectly, or not perfectly, as best as I can, replicate the image on the left hand side of the page, and any differences are very noticeable. So if you want to change up some details, then it's a bit easier when they're separated. I love this one. What's this one called? I have translated all of the titles just because I like doing that. This is Let's Go for a Walk with all these beautiful hydrangea flowers. It looks very soft though. I don't know if I would have that sort of same softness in this page, but I love the purples and blues together. That is a great option. I think I'm going to flag it. It gives very much a spring vibe as well. I'm definitely in the spring mood for my colouring. Look at this one with all the tiny little duckies down here. Can you see? Oh, down there. So many little ducklings. And I really love the detail in this book. As soon as I saw the preview images, I was like, yep, got to have that. And I think it'll work well with watercolours because they're single-sided. You don't have to worry about bleed through. Feels pretty thick. This is the other page that I was thinking of. This cute sort of garden fence scene. It's in a landscape orientation. Kuma Garden it says there. But I think this will be pretty straightforward to do. And what does the preview image look like? Here it is. So it's got this really nice blue fence, which I think I'd like to bring over. But a nice sort of variation of greens. Super springy. This is just called gardening. So I think that's a definite possibility for me. I love that for summer, the island. Wow, look at that one in the greenhouse. This one has such a gorgeous coloured image with great lighting effects on it. Look at that. Don't know if I'd ever be able to recreate something like that, but it would be certainly a challenge too. But they just sort of scream lots of fun colours. I find the coloured images really inspiring that would maybe broaden my colour palettes compared to what they would be otherwise. This one's quite cute. Them on this bridge, more little duckies. But I think I like the other two better. I think they're more approachable for my first page. So I'm going to leave it at the gardening one with the fence and the let's go for a walk in this sort of spring rainy day. So one of those in the Bear Country colouring book by Chip. Bringing back my wheel and we spin again to see what comes up, and it is, oh, Wild and Nature. I have been wanting to colour this book as soon as I got it. I am super excited that that got picked for April. Let's grab that one. So this is Wild and Nature, illustrated by Rayhan Udechi, also known as Raider Prince online. And she had created some Amazon print books a while ago, Cozy Spaces, I think one with portraits, but it's just the most adorable style of images. And this is a thick book. There are a lot of images in there. I think there's 100 in this book, which is amazing. So much time, colouring time in this book. But oh, where to start is the question. Where to start? I think I'm gonna be on the hunt for spring looking ones, or ones that say spring to me. Again, another book that calls for lots of bright, fun colours, which I always love. This is one of my favourites from the book, but it's giving me more autumnal vibes than spring vibes. And I feel like you could do a fun galaxy background here. And she's just released a new colouring book. It reminds me, I think it's called something like Tiny Cute Illustrations or Tiny Magical Illustrations. Something about tiny illustrations, and it's pages like this, which have smaller images. It's kind of like a practice book for you, and I think it's Amazon printed. But it looks really interesting to me, but I thought I need to colour in this before I'd ever get that one. I really love this one of all the art supplies. I could see it in a cute rainbow pastel colour palette. In fact, that's something that's been requested, to do how I colour a page with pastel colours. So I'm going to flag that because I'm trying to do some more informative videos for you. You seem to really enjoy the how I colour with alcohol markers video I did recently. So maybe I could do that one for you in April. It's so hard to choose though because they're all so cute. Lots of great ocean themed ones. Perfect for the summertime. Oh, look at those ducks. Why am I drawn to all the ducks at the moment? I don't know, but they are so cute. I like this page, but I've just done a page before finishing this video which had a lot of green in it and brown. And I'm just seeing a lot of green, a lot of water. And I'm not sure if I'm up for that again. May change my mind when I come to colour in this book though. That is gorgeous. Like this with the gardening shed. That's fun, the sort of window. So I love this page with the tiger. But this is more summery to me. And a car. This could be one of my favourite pages in the book as well. The car with the flowers. I just think it's so cute. Oh, I love that one. Okay, I've said it this is the third time I said it now, this is my favourite in the whole book, this flower truck. But because it's my favourite, I don't want to do it first. I know a lot of us are like that. Sometimes you don't want to do your favourite first because then it's done and you haven't got it to look forward to in the book. I don't know, I am drawn to that book one. And well, by the time I get round to colouring this, the page I've just coloured will have been a while ago. I can just see it being quite an easy colouring process because there's not too many decisions I need to make for colours. You've got the blue for the water, green for the bushes, brown. Well, I could do any colour for the boat, I suppose. But yeah, it's inspiring me whilst flipping through. I always love colouring books, they're fun. But I'm really feeling the spring pages at the moment. Do you like that piano? This one's really cute, the little house and the bike. Oh, it's just too hard to make a decision. It really is. I've coloured a similar page to this in Raider Prince's other book, the Cozy Spaces one with the art easel. In fact, that's still a whip. I never finished it, I just based it in alcohol markers, but never did all the shading on top that I like to do. You know what, I'm going to leave it at those 2 pages for now. This one with the boat and the ducks, and this one as a possibility for a colour along on the channel of how I colour a pastel page. So that is Walden Nature by Rayhan Udechi, aka Raider Prince. Okay, coming back to our wheel, and let's see what the next randomised book is going to be. And it is Jewellery Box by Hannah Carson. So let's grab that, hide that slice. So here is Jewellery Box by Hannah Carson, one of her older books, but I recently got it last month with some money I received for my birthday. And Zoe and I from Zoe's Cozy Colouring were talking about doing a buddy colour in here. And I wonder if she's still up for it, because this would be perfect if she did still want to, because I know that this was also randomised for her in her spring randomised pages, which you should check out if you haven't seen it before. I love this one. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. I was on the fence about getting Jewellery Box because it wasn't my favourite of Hannah Carson's books. But I thought, you know what, I want to finish the collection, and I'm so glad I did get it because it is stunning. And I don't know why I wasn't so attracted to it originally. I'm not so much a fan of all of the wallpaper pages in this book, but there's plenty of other pages that make up for it. And I think if you would colour the majority of a book, it's a book worth getting. Because, let's face it, with all the books we have, it's near impossible to colour every single page in the book of all of the books we have. Look at that one, so cute. Love that cat. I love this, but I'm not sure what colours I would go for. Don't really have a idea for that. I like this one with the birds, sort of feeding each other the gems. Interesting. I always love colouring berries, but not sure if I'm in the mood for that one for springtime. Look at the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. He's absolutely adorable. I'm going to flag that one. Because it wouldn't be too hard to think of a colour palette, because I would look up a reference for a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel and then just pick a sort of complementary colour for the flowers. Really cute. This was the one we were talking about doing. So I'm going to pop a flag in this, which I think is a great page as well because it's Easter in April. So this would be a perfect page to colour coming up. Little bunnies in the basket. Kind of gives me Narnia vibes with the lamppost. I love this double page of the cherry tree. Look at the little snail with the house on its back. So cute. I also really love this page, and I've got a vision for it. And sometimes when you've got a vision for something, you just want to do it. And it is Year of the Snake for the Chinese zodiac. So it would be great to get this done, but I picture a nice dark green snake and dark pink flowers. And then I can even bring those colours across to this page and create sort of a double page spread out of the two of them. So yeah, it's all pages at the back of the book that I'm seemingly most attracted to at the moment. There we go. So I think the options I have are the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, the bunnies in the basket, and this snake page. All quite small images, which I feel like is no surprise. It's my first page in the book, so sometimes it's nice to start with a smaller page rather than a full page spread or even a double page. So that is Jewellery Box by Hannah Carlson. Okay, back to the wheel. We spin again for the next book. And it is... Yes, I have wanted to colour in this since I got it. This is Magical Creatures and Mythical Beasts. Let me grab it. So here is Magical Creatures and Mythical Beasts colouring book. This is illustrated by Fabiana Attanasio, which we know from the mythographic series she does a lot of. This was published originally in 2022, but this one, it kind of got republished with a different name. It was originally Magical Creatures and Witches, Wizards and Magical Spirits in 2022, and it got changed in 2024. But it's full of these absolutely gorgeous double page spreads of all of these magical creatures. And I just think they are absolutely stunning. I could see ink tents being used in this book. And it would be great to get a double page spread done actually. Let me just crack the spine, as I haven't done that yet. We've got some great options in here. It's going to be difficult picking just the one. Look at the unicorns, so pretty. These nymphs are gorgeous. Would be a little bit easier to do compared to a double page spread, but I'm feeling doing a double page spread in this book. Wow, look at the phoenix. I would love colouring the phoenix, but having this page being pretty much all just background, I suppose you could do it with black acrylic paint. That could work. Would make him really pop. That's an option. All the sprites with all the flowers. Yeah, I'm going to tag this one. It's giving such spring vibes, isn't it, with all the different flowers. You got daffodils, and I don't know flowers enough to be able to name any more, but could have a whole nice rainbow of colours here. Look at that face, how cute. She looks kind of scary. I don't know why, don't know what it is about her, but she looks kind of scary. I love the Bowtruckles from the Fantastic Beasts films. I think they're so cute. But this book, unfortunately, seems to only be available in the UK, which I hate when books are sort of gatekept to one country. I think everyone should have access to every colouring book. But alas, some colouring book companies decide to publish just in the one country compared to globally, which is frustrating. But if you are in the UK, I got this from The Works, and that seems to be the only place you can get it from. Not sure if it's still available now. Snallygaster. What even is that? So, oh, just threw my page flag out there. So I've tagged the sprite page. And I'm not sure if I'm going to tag anything else. I think there was something else at the start that I was kind of interested in, but didn't mention it or flag it at the time. The centaurs are amazing. Mermaids. I do like the centaurs, but it's a lot of trees, a lot of grass. I think I do just like the sprites. I can see it coloured. I can see having fun colouring it. Background wouldn't be too difficult because I'd just do some sort of blue for the sky. Yeah, I'm going to leave it as just the sprite page. So that is Magical Creatures and Mythical Beasts by Fabiana Attanasio. Bringing back the wheel, and I think this is going to be our last spin of the newer untouched books list. And it's picked Fantasy Animals Pocket by Hannah Carlson. Let's grab that one. So here is Fantasy Animals Colouring Heaven Pocket Edition. This is illustrated by Hannah Carlson and is filled with these absolutely adorable little animals, and immediately I'm flagging this bunny because I love it. It's one of my favourites from this book. We've got some full pages, some little characters, like different multiple ones on the same page, in Hannah Carlson's signature style, but with thicker lines, single-sided because it's Colouring Heaven. So you can use alcohol markers and really just use any sort of mediums you want in this. But I believe these were published as part of these little children's books that she made for, is it like a fast food restaurant in Sweden? And have been compiled together in this Colouring Heaven edition here. She's got Space and Party out as published colouring books, but I don't know if she's done or is going to do any of the others, so it's great to have this little book here. The bees. You know I love bees. I'm going to flag that one. Oh, and that one where they're riding what looks to be a bee, but there isn't lines for it. But I imagine these would be pretty quick pages to colour. There was another one that I was thinking about. This one, the squirrel. I don't know, squirrels give me autumnal vibes, personally. I think the one I am drawn the most to, though, is... I do like this bird. I'm going to flag that as well. I'll flag the bird as well. But I do think the one I'm drawn the most to is this bunny with strawberries here. I think that's going to look gorgeous all coloured in. I've also got this bird and the bees. So that is the Fantasy Animals Colouring Heaven Pocket Edition by Hannah Carlson. Okay, now I'm going to spin from my whole untouched book collection wheel. I have hidden the slices of all of the seasonal books that I have that I don't want to tackle right now, as well as the ones that I've just spun in and already got planned for. Oh, I've just noticed I missed one, the Magical Creatures one, from the ones that I've just spun in just now. So let's spin the first one. For all we know, we may get one that is in the newer collection, like Oceans to Stars. I love this book, so I'm going to grab that, hide the slice. So this is the Oceans to Stars colouring book by Lydia Fenwick. And this goes through the zodiac signs in different sections. So we have the ocean section first, and it's kind of perfect that it got randomised now because Aries is the first zodiac sign and it runs through end of March to early April. So those would be some great options. I'm not so much a fan of the mermaids. I like mermaids, but I'm not so keen on colouring them compared to the other ones in this book. So I'm going to quickly go past these. But I just love her art style. Can't wait to colour a page in here. And it's great that it's been randomised. So the Earth section, I absolutely adore this one. So it's either going to be this Aries or probably the other one, which I can't remember what it looks like. But my idea with this, I thought it'd be fun because it's got some colours here to try and base her colours on this. So doing her hair a fun colour, the red or the bright orange, maybe the background a different colour. Like for this one, it's spring green and pink. For the Taurus, though Taurus is also April, end of April. But I'd like to almost go through it in order. I love this section, these kind of close-up portraits with the birthstones and the flowers in them. I just think they are stunning. Libra is one of my favourites here. We're coming up to my star sign here, Aquarius. This kind of reminds me of Carla Magana's drawing style. And then we have the stars section. And yeah, I definitely prefer the Aries and the Earth one. I would have no idea how to colour the background of this. That's my issue. I think she's gorgeous. I love the ram. But how would I do the background? How would you do the background? I'd love to hear. But it's got gorgeous thick paper. Cancer's beautiful there. And just gorgeous images. And I've wanted to colour in this as soon as I got it, but because of my randomizer, it wasn't picked, and now it has been picked. I've got a kind of excuse to get stuck in. So that is the Oceans to Stars colouring book, and I think I'm going to do this Aries page. I'm thinking a nice bright red hair with maybe an orange outfit to go with the colours here. My issue with this book though is it's kind of single-sided, but kind of not, because you've got these images here, and do I want to colour these? I think I do. I think it would look nice to have them matching. And you've got this flower sort of dotted around here. It's a honeysuckle, and the diamond is the flower. Not the flower, the gemstone. So they each got a gemstone and a flower associated with each of the zodiac signs here. So it would be fun to colour these as well, which means no alcohol markers, because I would be ruining them. But that is Oceans to Stars by Lydia Fenwick. Bringing back the wheel, spin again, see what comes up. And it is Princesses à travers les saisons, aka in English, Princesses Through the Seasons, which is a Hatchet Hero book, so I'll grab that. So here is Princesses Through the Seasons, and I am sure I will find some great options in here for the spring season, as we have princesses in a variety of seasons, like here is Christmas. This looks wintry to me, more winter. Snow, skiing in the snow. So it seems we've got a lot of winter at the start here. This is more springy. We've got this one, which is the cover page. Oh, this adorable Snow White one, which would have been perfect for Geordie Colours' Colour the Fairy Tales for March, as she picked Snow White. So I wonder what she'll pick for April and whether that could fit in with one of these pages. But this is a really cute page. and basing with alcohol markers would make it go really quickly, so I'm going to flag it. I like this one with Mulan and the little kite dragon there. That is fun. Oh, an Easter page. The Easter eggs and little Easter presents for the 3 fairies. I'm going to have to flag that because I would love to get some Easter colouring done for April. This one's looking kind of summery now. Moana. I love Rapunzel, she's my favourite princess. Love this one with the berries. Love colouring berries. That's another lovely Snow White one with the sunflowers. More of a traditional German dress there. But I thought this book was really unique, which is why I got it. I do have this flagged for my 25 colouring prompts for 2025, the travel inspired page. Both of these could work for that. So we are moving into autumn now, it seems. Great autumnal pages in here. Oh, and we're back to winter again. There's some nice snowy scenes, Christmassy ones. This is cute with Rapunzel knitting a super long scarf. Oh, Aurora going berry picking. That would be fun to do with all the strawberries on it. So it kind of goes through the seasons, winter, spring, summer, autumn. And it kind of goes a bit random towards the end. Look at that one with all the roses, beautiful. That's a fun scene. I love this one as well. I see a lot of metallic paint in the background. This beautiful one with Rapunzel and the flowers. Love colouring pumpkins, so there's some great autumnal pages in here. I will definitely need to plan to do this autumnal season. But there we go. I think those two I flagged are the ones that I am most tempted to colour. This one of Aurora in the Easter gift-giving scene with the 3 fairies. And this one of Snow White and a bunch of the little woodland critters outside the cottage. So one of them I think will be great to colour for April in Princesses Through the Seasons. Okay, back to the wheel, spin again. And we have The Forest Girl colouring book by April. This is an intimidating book for me, so let me grab it. Here is the Forest Girl colouring book by April. This is such a beautiful book, which has a coloured image on the left for you to copy if you'd like to on the right, or do your own version. And I've always said that watercolours would go well in this book. I love this one. I could see myself doing this even without the background. Like, the background is lovely, but I don't know if I could ever recreate that sort of thing. But I like all the sort of garden pots and the flowery dress that she's wearing. I'm gonna flag that one. I love this one for summertime with the watermelons. This one is gorgeous. I love the colours used on there, but I don't know if I'd ever be able to recreate that because I'm not sure if I have the pencils for it. But I'm going to flag it. I could do it in my own colouring way, pick my own colour palette, still go for sort of like soft purples and pinks. But a variety of greens would be fun. I just love it. That's such a warm and cosy scene there. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't coloured in this book yet. Probably through intimidation. A lot of these pages are very intimidating to me, especially with the backgrounds. But they have Such a nice variety of images, which I always love. We've got some interior scenes now. Some nice cosy autumnal wintry looking ones. This is one of my favourites in the book, with all of the books on the bookshelf. And I love the sort of green, blue, purple colour scheme they've got going on here. Another one with books I always love to colour. This is beautiful, but I'd be intimidated by the background again. Great Christmas page there. Then final section, I believe this is. That one's fun, with her kind of taking this walk through the woods. I mean, they're all beautiful pages, and I would like to colour them all one day, but that day is rather far in the future. There's lots of nice cosy ones that I see for autumn in here, rather than more spring inspired ones, in my opinion anyway. Down to the last few pages, and I'm struggling to flip it. There we go, that's the last one. I think those two at the start are the ones I'm most inspired by. This one of the girl with all of the leaves and flowers around her, and this one with the plant pots. I think out of both of them, this is probably what I'm most drawn to get stuck into right now. But yeah, some great options from the Forest Girl colouring book by April. Okay, coming back to the wheel, spin again. And we have Night Garden by R.J. Hampson, one of my untouched R.J. Hampson books, so great to have that selected, and I'll grab that one. So here is Night Garden by R.J. Hampson. This, oh, immediately I love this page. There are a few other R.J. Hampson books I have which have remained untouched. Immediately I'm going to flag the B page. I just love this. I think that would be a lot of fun to colour. RJ's got a new book out. It's a new Mr. Fogarty book called Lost in Time. And I decided not to get it because I've got 4 untouched colouring books by R.J. Hampson that I really need to get colouring in. This Mr. Fogarty page is super cute. In fact, do I want to grab the Mr. Fogarty book instead of this one? Because I think I remember it got randomised before, but I said I wanted to save it for springtime. So I might grab that out after this one. But I'll see if anything catches my eye in Night Garden. This is one of his older ones. Cherry blossom page is pretty. It's a great autumnal page, the cuckoo clock. Got some really fun scenes in this book. Now I've said the idea about the Mr. Fogarty colouring book, I'm kind of leaning towards grabbing that instead of this. Yeah, so that's where the second set of pages begins. I'm going to remove this flag for now from the B page. The Mr. Fogarty book. This is A Frog's Tale, the first Mr. Fogarty colouring book. And let's see if something from here particularly catches my eye. Immediately I love this one. It's one of my favourites on the book. I know a lot of people have coloured this. I'm going to flag it. Sometimes you just got the inspiration for a certain page and you want to colour it. I like this one. Got berries dotted around, them having like a little picnic together. Another gorgeous one with him in the water. This is fun with the fish, the heron and little frogs. Oh, this is perfect for spring. Then I pop a flag in this one, a friend in need. This perfect page for April showers. That is really beautiful, but I'm not so sure. That's a fun page. I love all these ones in the water with the fish. Seems to be quite a few in this one. One for the year of the snake there. I like this. The hedgehog's had enough. He's packed up. He's going home. This one's beautiful. He's done quite a few with this sort of composition with the looking through the archway, but this is quite different. I like it. I'm going to flag it. It's Royal Residence. Even snail up there. Oh, look at the swans. They're awesome. Like those. This one's cute of him walking with the little lady frog. Yeah, some great options. So I've flagged 3 in here. I've got this one, Royal Residence. This one, A Friend in Need. I think this is the one I'm most drawn to because of the season. And this one, Rest and Recreation. So great options from A Frog's Tale. I'm going to put Night Garden aside for another month, but focus on A Frog's Tale for April. Okay, let's come back to the wheel and I'm going to hide all of the Mr. Fogarty ones just because now we've got one I don't necessarily want to colour in another one, but we'll spin it for the next book. Let's see. Why is this on here? I've just coloured in this one. I've coloured in it this last month, so I'm going to hide that and spin again. Meant to hide that on here because ooh, Woodland Watercolour. A intimidating book for me, that's for sure, but let's grab it. So here is Woodland Watercolour by Claire Therese Gray, and this is filled with super thick watercolour paper and would be great to get a page done in here, as I have recently got my very first set of watercolours and I've even used them for the first time recently. I know a lot of people did this as their first page in the book, and I do like it. I love the bees, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling more like one of these scenes would be more of a challenge for me. Oh, another snake. Seeing lots of snakes today. That one of the hair is lovely. Yeah, kind of not sure how I'm wanting to approach this still. It's also hard flipping through because the pages are so thick. These have some tiny little details to do, but it's kind of nice that you've got the names of the flowers so I could find a reference for them. Butterfly is gorgeous. Oh, look at that fox. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is a nice kind of, I was about to say spring page with all the bunnies and the butterflies, but I'm thinking autumn with the mushrooms and the hedgehog, and could be any season, doesn't matter. I think I'm drawn more towards the ones with the animals in them compared to just the scenery of the woodland itself. All sorts of different insects on this page, including a little bee. These moths are gorgeous. I'm struggling to pick one. I'm still scared. I'm still super scared of this book. But maybe this will be the push I need to actually colour in it. So there we go. What is inspiring me the most? What could I see myself actually colouring and completing? I think there was one near the start, but like these otters are cute. Quite like these bunnies as well, and the deer. Oh, it's so hard to choose. It's so hard to choose. I love that badger page, but it's more autumnal to me. Maybe this one, maybe people have done this as their first page for a reason. Because I can see it coloured in with the cherry blossom and the bees. And what colours I would use for that. So that's an option. I'm going to flag the otters. Even though this is more of a scene, I can see it coloured in sort of thing. And I'll pick one. I like the hair. I do like the hair. I'm going to pop my finger in that one. It's so hard to flip this book because it's so thick, which is a great thing. Or maybe this is a good one to start with because I can look at reference photos. It's tiny details, but I can find reference photos and it wouldn't take too long at all. By knowing what colours I use, that would take sort of half the decision making process out from me, which could help me start my first page here. Yeah, I think those are the three I'm going to keep for now. The woodland flowers, the otters, and the bees. So I'll see when I get to actually colouring in this book which one takes my fancy. That is Woodland Watercolour by Claire Therese Gray. Okay, I've decided that was my 10th book, but I'm going to keep spinning the Untouched Books wheel because I'm enjoying having all new books to me for this next month to pick from. Oh yes! I was so tempted at the end to just add this book in because I want to colour in it so much, but no, it's got randomised, so that's even better. This is Leon's Journey by Kanoko Agusa. So here it is, Leon's Journey by Kanoko Agusa. I did do a flip through of this on my channel and I absolutely love it. It's my favourite. It's my absolute favourite by Kanoko that she's ever done. I would really love to do this title page first, but whether I get to something else or I could colour it alongside another page could be an option. But I'm going to have a flip through with you all and see what takes. Come on. The bunny with the little ducks. I love this and I feel like this is very appropriate for Easter time. So I'm going to flag that one. Oh, more little chickies. So this does go through the seasons. So we've got spring at the start here. So a lot of great pages and choices to choose from here. I really love this one of the different segments. I think it would be quite easy and approachable to do. I'm going to flag it, why not? Especially after colouring the character portraits at the start would make it nice and easy to colour that one. Oh, look at that one with Leon and Lily, Mocha and Mate, the little dogs. They've got names that they've written at the start of the book. And I do love this duck page. But I think I'm drawn to more of the others that I've flagged so far. Oh, look at the rainy day one. This page makes me so sad. Leon screaming because Lily's been taken back home by her owner. It's a sad page. And then we move on to summer and autumn and winter. And I will just quickly flip through these because I'll definitely want to be colouring in the spring section for April. But there are some great pages back here. I can't wait to colour later on this year, including a fun advent page. But yeah, I think those three at the start with the character profiles page, and then we have the bunny and the ducks, or this smaller victory kind of style page of Leon and Lily meeting for the first time. So that is Leon's Journey by Kanoko Agusa. So happy this got randomised. Okay, and just like that, we're on to our last book. Spin the wheel for the last time of the Untouched books, and it is Lunar Colouring. This is a Lomart book that I've had in my collection for quite some time now. Excited to grab that one. So here is Lunar Colouring. This is illustrated by Stratton Peterson and published by Lomart. And I love Stratton Peterson's art style. She does some absolutely gorgeous work. And I'm going to have a look to see if there's any cute spring pages in here, or just ones that I'm inspired by. I like this crow. But yeah, it's snowy. It's a snowy scene. I was trying to see what flowers these were. And they're crocus flowers and little snowdrops, it looks like. So not necessarily a spring page. Good one for Mermaid coming up. Love the flamingos. We've got different zodiac signs, some tarot cards in here. Just some absolutely gorgeous pages and really interesting information that you can read about each of them. Now, I've done the bee page in her Mystic Animals book, so I'm going to refrain from doing that one, even though I absolutely love it. This one's gorgeous. The moonflowers and moths. I could see myself colouring this. Not necessarily spring related, but I can just see it coloured. I love this one as well. Again, I can see it coloured. I can see the colours I would want to use for it. That's pretty. So many beautiful ones. I love this one for autumn. The autumn harvest. Okay. Glimmering stone. This could be a great one. We've got rainbow, we've got daffodils. Lovely page for spring. I'd have to look up how to colour a moonstone. I'm sure that would be challenging. I love this beaver page. I think it's super cute, but not this month. Not yet. Some lovely autumnal pages in here. Must remember for later on this year. There we go. That is Lunar Colouring. And the pages I flagged are the Glimmering Stone, a very spring themed one. The Flying Lanterns. Just reminds me of Tangled, this page, which I love. And the Fragrant Moonflowers. So I think one of those pages from Lunar Colouring by Stratton Peterson. And there we have it. Those are all of the books chosen at random by my randomiser wheel, focusing this month on all Untouched books. if I get them all coloured, that would be 12 untouched books coloured in my collection. So that would be an amazing achievement. But just to remind you, the ones randomised were Lunar Colouring, Leon's Journey, Woodland Watercolour, A Frog's Tale, the Forest Girl Colouring Book, Princesses Through the Seasons, Oceans to Stars, Fantasy Animals, Magical Creatures and Mythical Beasts, Jewellery Box, World and Nature, and the Bear Country Colouring Book. So many great books for me to colour in this upcoming month. If you have any of these books and would like to buddy colour with me, send me a DM. I'd love to set something up with you. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.